Hello and welcome. Today is another book review for the Emperor. Again, it's a Warhammer 40k book review. This time we have read the book in English, so it will be in English. Y al final del vídeo haré el review del libro en español. Antes que nada, una pequeña actualización. Estábamos viendo hoy, han sacado nuevas cosas. Warhammer. Voy a hacer un pequeño review en inglés y en español, ¿vale? So let's start with first, before the book, something more actual. We have a lot of reveals from Games Workshop. Wow! So Kill Team, they're spoiled. Kill Team always have very nice models, a very nice game system. I mean, Games Workshop actually, the company behind Warhammer, is doing a lot of stuff for the fans. Like we are spoiled for goodies. We have Kill Team. It's a type of game, small scale, and look at these miniatures. Finally, they have heard the fans. The fans of Death Watch. It's the army of Space Marines, which are clad in black armor. Each of them comes from a different type of Space Marine, from a different chapter, and they needed a rework. The miniatures, they needed the primaries upgrade. Now they got it. Death Watch, you're spoiled. You're the spoiled kid now. Enjoy it. It lasted like 20 years or 15 years until you got some new miniatures. Yeah, and okay, the Necrons, another Kill Team Necrons, more units, Canoptek units, nice, really nice sculpts. Yes, and Kill Team. Wow, the scenery looks wow. I mean, it looks pretty. Look at all these Necrons entombed. Okay, there's some tokens. Wow. Okay, like they hurt the fans. The fans were like, please, Deathwatch, do something with Deathwatch. He's already dead. Sacrifice him, kill him completely, like the Emperor. Kill him completely or do something with it. So finally, Deathwatch, new Marines, awesome. Awesome possum. Titus helmet. Some cosplay, okay, that looks nice, and I hope it's wearable. Maybe the lenses are for airsoft. Would be nice if they were like ballistic glasses. Yeah, I mean, imagine playing with this in airsoft or paintball. So Space Marines, of course, the spoiled kids of Warhammer, the Space Marines. We have a new Vulcan Hestan, master of the Salamanders chapter. They have a different name. There's the chapter master, but for the Salamanders, it's called the Forge Father. Vulcan Hestan. Lysander, okay, yeah. I mean, the pose of Vulcan Hestan is the basic hero Games Workshop pose. I mean, the pose is not okay. Yeah, another captain. Okay, weapons and the skin here of the dragon is nice, but okay, Captain Lysander. Okay, also default pose for Space Marine heroes. Default pose looks nice, but okay, thank you. Next, now this is a miniature. Look at this, Captain, new chapter master. Wow, the new chapter master of the Raven Guard. Wow, look at these things. These little flying drones, nice. I mean, the weapons look awesome. The weapons look awesome, and I like everything about this miniature. It's a 10 out of 10. This is a really nice miniature. 10 out of 10. And what is this? Mexico, you're in the house. You know what kind of weapon is that? It's called a Macuahuitl. Macuahuitl for the win. wow, I mean, the weapon is something out of this world. Finally, we have like rare weapons. Imagine when Games Workshop discovers Chinese and Japanese weapons. And we have space katanas. But hey, Maquahuitl came first. Looks really nice, looks heavy, solid. Looks, this, what is this? Iron Hands? Uh-huh. Don't know if this is a captain, but looks strong, looks potent, really nice. Terminator armor. Then yes, White Scar fans have all these years for a decade, for 2 decades, I've always crying about, and it is with purpose they have cried because they didn't have a chapter master or a captain on bike. Corsair Khan was the only one without a bike in a White Scar army, and White Scars are themed all around bikes, speed, land speeders, go fast, jets, helicopters, go go go, whoa whoa whoa, and yeah, they like riding stuff. They like riding, for example, a bike, gravity bike. Nice. Finally, White Scars. You are now happy. So many people are happy with these new releases. They have made Deathwatch fans happy, Kill Team fans happy. They have made a lot of Space Marines fans happy with this captain, giving something for each, not Ultramarine Lieutenant. Now each one has the toy to play with. So yeah, White Scars. Now you have a can with a bike and a gravity bike, a flying bike. Looks nice. So combat patrols, that's more into the start an army, save your money area. They make like these bundles, so you can save up some money if you buy more in one purchase. All these miniatures are nice. The flamers are good in game, so you can use them against charging units. You have a unit of assault marines, perfect. They're like a stample. They can make objectives, super cheap in points, and the space marines hit hard. So they're like a little bit hidden in all this fiery green. And 3 meta guns. The eradicators are meta. You need them to eradicate stuff. The flamers and the chainsaws, they're gonna help. But if you want something dead, you call in the eradicators. Eradicators! Now we have Agrax Agaton is a captain with a name. So yeah, Salamanders just spoiled with that captain. Nice. And an ATV. This is the equivalent of before the attack bike. So let's call it attack bike. The attack bike is a really nice model. It's easy to build. So these are very friendly box for a starter. I mean, you're gonna need all of this is gonna start a Space Marine army. So the ITB looks also really nice in your army. It has some nice stuff with a melta gun or a anti-personnel gun. So what's in more for the yellow boys? We have a command squad, some heavy intercessors and normal intercessors. Okay, squads of 5. Maybe they're a squad of 10, but didn't look good in the photo. But yeah, I mean, a lot of strong stuff. Terminators looking good. The command squad, I mean, not many people have a command squad, and they look awesome. Even if that's to paint, this is the kit. You have 5 normal marines, 5 heavy marines, 5 heavier marines, and 5 marines that each of them is like a character. Looking good, yeah. Very, also very nice starter. So, too bad we didn't get the new captain for the Raven Guard. But yeah, very Raven Guard stuff. Phobos armor, stealth, and assault squad with jump packs to go in and make the kill. Also in Victor Tactical Suit, it has some nice movement and some shooting. Doesn't kill much, but is there to give support. So I mean, it's a lot of units that you may not have. You may not have like the Invictor, this captain with the Assault Marines with jetpack and Phobos. It's a nice to fill in your army with models that you may not have. So the Iron Hands, they're more like resistance. So of course a lot of grabbies. The not a Forge Father, but like a Tech Marine and 2 turrets. I mean, I think this is kinda the worst starter box, but I mean, it's okay. It's okay to fill in the gap if you need eliminators. No, heavy intercessors. Excuse me, eliminators are the ones with snipers. These are the heavy intercessors. I mean, it gives you a nice supply of heavy intercessors and turrets, and a lot of Tech Marines. There are here 3 Tech Marines in total. Okay, not the best, and a lot of DACA and speed with the white scars. This will be very nice. The new Khan is in with the combat patrol. You have the equivalent of a Rhino for Primaris. It's faster than a Rhino. Some bikes. I mean, you got the captain. Now it's time to make your White Scar army. This is the no excuse box for the White Scar. You have no more excuses. This is the time to start White Scars, because you have the bike, transports, fast, Assault Marines, and the new Khan. This is like for you White Scar potential fans. So nice, Space Marines, a lot of treats. So for another for the bookworms, like the one we're gonna review here, we have the Scouring, new book about Horus Heresy, MK2 armor for Horus Heresy. This is the Space Marines but with antique armor. And I have the MK2 but the older version. This is the new version in plastic. I had the old version in resin, and they're small. So it's good that they upscale a little bit these miniatures. The Heresy miniatures need all upscale. Every pattern of armor needs an upscale. So this is for the small scale Warhammer. These are like really tiny. These big tanks are actually really tiny. And it's also a different system. Never tried it, but yeah, more tanks, nice. Let's go. Everyone has their treat. Warhammer Underworlds. So this is also like Kill Team, small scale Warhammer fantasy game. Now, very important. Oh, these are really nice looking. Okay, this is how it looks, an Underworld game. I tried 2 times. The Underworld is a nice system, indeed. Also, the Blood of the Bowl, nice. Space. Forget about space. We have Chaos Dwarves. There's some hired guns, like a Goblin here. Looking good. Each of them has its own personality. This is like a big fat boss. Doesn't look like he does much except ordering. This is the one that gets the things done. Is the second in command, the Executioner with the double maces. This is the Sniper. I mean, Sniper has his own thingy. The Standard Bearer. It's like a Shield Maiden. Looks a little bit small. And also the hired Assassin Hobgoblin. Nice. Here we have a big one. So Underworlds, definitely. I mean, I will give it a try if someone could help me play it, because the rules, whole new system. So yeah, it's the more the merrier. Now we have Bow to the Chaos Dwarfs. Chaos Dwarfs have been a thing since the start of Games Workshop and Warhammer. The Warhammer fantasy community has grown stronger thanks to Warhammer letting out so many stuff. And even though this is something for Age of Sigmar, which is like the future of Warhammer Fantasy, so the Warhammer 40k of Warhammer Fantasy, even though the Chaos Dwarfs were actually Warhammer Fantasy thing, they're in Age of Sigmar. Interesting to point out, the models have a very unique style. I'm kind of digging the new dwarfs, eh? I mean, this new choppy, blocky stuff, it's very Chaos Dwarfy. Looking good, the new models. Chaos Dwarf fans have been there, they have been lurking in the dark. Now you have the new Chaos Dwarfs. Finally, and if you want to play them in fantasy, you go, boy, go play them in fantasy. These artillery pieces, nice. Whoa, what is that? I mean, the models are out of this world. 10 out of 10. Very unique style. Whoever paints this and gets them to like next to this level, it's gonna look good. Like this kind of mineral metal. It looks like stone, like metal. Looks more like stony, right? So this stony metal, very dwarvy, looks nice. Hellsmiths of Hashut. But that's not all, boy! We have the Demon Smiths. So your Chaos Dwarves not only do some shenanigans with their machinery, they do shenanigans with magic, and sometimes both of them. So we have the Shaman, okay, looking crusty, my boy, and some beasts. Bull Centaurs, wow. I mean, you Chaos Dwarves fans, you were in the dark so long, you were dead, and you have been reborn, but better than ever. These are looking good. Wow. Look at these flamethrowers with their cannons. I've heard some comments, which are negative, that they kinda look like hobgoblins. But nah, they're different things. Dwarves is dwarves. The dwarves is the dwarves. And these are the hobgoblins. And they're hired guns. Wow. You can have hobgoblins, the ones that they're collecting dust because you bought that Dominion box. Now you can use them as hired guns. And these new models are looking good. If you're a hobgoblin collector, you're also spoiled, boy. Nice, and you can use some Chaos Dwarfs as allies. This big monster like this centaur, bull centaur, with wings. It kind of has like a stony feeling, but also very alive. I mean, wow. And you have this shaman with a cloud over. Very nice miniatures. I mean, there is a rumor that the best sculptures in Games Workshop are actually working in Age of Sigmar. They are over there. I'm more of a Warhammer 40k fan. I have here my kinda dwarvy Grey Knights, Paladin Grey Knights. They should get a rework, so I want this treatment, but for my Grey Knights. These are very nice looking models, so just make them a bit higher, give them a chest, and give them pelvis and everything that's in between the face and the pelvis, man. We need torso. They need torsos. They're too small, man. So yeah, I mean, this new Dory, wow, looking good for new Chaos Dwarfs faction for Age of Sigmar. Okay, so we're coming to an end with Flesh Eater Courts, Tomb Kings, not Knights, and League of Bolan. Let's finish up Fantasy, Warhammer Old World. Tomb Kings, they get new heroes. Tomb Kings have their own unique flavor. They're very different. They're like pharaohs and skeletons. They have very unique mechanic. If the pharaoh dies, the whole of your army crumbles. So really high risk, high reward. Very unique playstyle. So yeah, they get their new heroes. Cool. Royal Heralds, Leech Priests. What's next? Oh, close it. Open it. Warhammer Age of Sigmar, we have new kind of codex for Flesh Eater Courts, new hero, and the new Vanguard Spearhead box. Well, this new box, start collecting box, and this new assassin. I mean, very nice models. If you want a ghost, assassin, poisonous, this is for you. I mean, the sculpt is really nice. Everywhere you look, you're spoiled for detail. The potion being thrown, the weapon here, and it has a mask. All this ghosty stuff and extra arms, because why not? Making a new potion so you die out of gonorrhea and other stuff with Rhea. So the Votan provides League of Votans, and this is a new army. League of Votan is the Space Dwarfs, and they didn't have many units when they came out in Warhammer 40k. So these are new units. This is the best looking dwarf. It has this cape, very unique. I mean, this is a nice model, have to say. If you want to make like an epic hero, you get the head of your enemy with you, like Commissar Yarrick. You get a piece of enemy with you, like Commissar Yarrick and his power claw. So this is a nice move towards heroes. Now we have the Jaculator, Arcanist Jaculator. I like his head and his hair. Very unique. It remembers me to Hashirama from Tekken. Memory strategies. So this is like a computer with legs and arms. Supercomputer to make better strategies. Okay. The model was it's kind of Buddha. No, I will paint him golden, like a Buddha, and all shiny. Or wow, Iron King Steeljacks. These guys remind me a little bit to the Wraith Guard, and I hope they make a similar function, like either have these big guns and destroy infantry or tanks. And these weapons look very alien to me, so I don't know. This looks more like a normal pistol and a sword, but I hope these are really high caliber guns. Really like playing big boys with big guns. Kinda microencephalic. So, Earthshakers. So this is artillery that goes backwards inside the earth. Okay. Interesting concept. You have the little mines. The little mines. How cute. Okay, next. Capricus. Okay, so League of Botans. We had before just some infantry, heavy infantry, some tanks. But now we have those in-betweens. First, we have a new named character. Very helpful to expand. More characters. Jaculator. Strategist. Nice. More heavy infantry. Looking good with this combination. Okay, with a power fist. Always nice. A good old power fist. Artillery, which is something the League of Legends didn't have, except with maybe the mortar on the berserks and the guns on the vehicles. But now you have your standalone artillery piece. You can leave it there in back lines, shoot with it. Let's hope it hits its target, because if it goes underground, there has to be some upsies, or it's only downsies. Capricus, a new type of vehicle, Okay, looks like the League of Wotan are relying heavily on vehicles. We have Wotan on bike, Wotan on transports, and Wotan on heavy transports with guns like mobile fortresses. Now this is like kind of in between the bikes, like a type of attack bike, and maybe some transport. I think they can fit some Wotans behind there, right? They're small. Or is it just for this guy? Nah, I think they... Can I make a 360 and look? I hope it can transport at least someone. Will make a nice little transport along with the... Maybe fit some Ketonian berserks. And maybe come along with the bikes. Will a nice strategy. Remembers me to Alexander the Great when he combined light infantry with the cavalry, and they were like hidden with the cavalry. And yeah, Alexander the Great make those moves, and I was thinking, okay, you have your bikes, League of Wotan bikes, and then you mix some of those, and what this does is bring in the infantry with the axes. Will be a nice combo. Codex looking good. Nice looking codex. But well, are all the old, not old models, but the models already the League of Wotan had. This is all the infantry except the berserks, but this is basically all the infantry that there is for Leagues of Wotan. The Hearthkin warriors, the Kaina terminators, and the basic infantry. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. They should have put something different. This is a combat patrol called clearing excess stock. So they want to clear out the excess by selling what they already have. Understandable. Pro move by Games Workshop, high grossing company. But if you wanted to make more appealing to the customer, this is for, okay, you start, new updates, new people coming to League of Wotan, okay, just your start with this, nice, okay, on point. But for the people that maybe wanted just the new stuff, it would have been better, the new stuff, like one artillery piece, okay, the infantry, at least the infantry, they should have put like, maybe one of those kill teams League of Wotan has, and so merge them more with the Warhammer 40k. They're there, but make them more accessible to Warhammer 40k, the kill team. Also, maybe they would have tried a kill team vice versa. The Warhammer 40k player would have tried kill team if they would have included one of the infantry variants of the Wotan that are available in kill team. Anyways, now, to finish the video, book review in Spanish and in English. So, Fall of Cadia, I'm not gonna spoil much, some spoilers ahead. Want to say I had enjoyed each and all of these 650 pages of pure fun. If you like Imperial Guard, you like Warhammer 40k universe, this is a book for you. If you've read Imperial Guard like I do, it's basically more of the standpoint of the soldiers, and sometimes standpoint of colonels and generals, but are in the front line. So here is a little bit of a viewpoint of each branch of the Imperial Guard. You will see the commanders, but not on the front line. You will see the commanders fighting inside their strategy bunkers. So it's kind of different view of what I've already read. It's more like fighting. So here you have the viewpoint of the commanders inside the command bunker, of the Air Force of Cadia, and you will see the viewpoint of a pilot. This pilot is more of a not combat role, but also in combat. She makes picks. She's with a recon, and yeah, very important too. And afterwards, she gets a real fighter jet with a gun. And yeah, I mean, she does well. in the series very helpful to find the true plans of the chaos invasion that is taking place on Cadia. Cadia is always 24/7 on defense, defending the Eye of Terror. So they're like a first wall defense between Terra and the Eye of Terror. So Cadia is very important. It's a fortress world. Everything is made to withstand siege and war. So the houses are actually bunkers. And yeah. So it's like very harsh world. Still, we get the viewpoint of a smuggler. This smuggler is actually really interesting because he makes like counterfeit money, basically money like ration stamps, basically money, and he makes them counterfeit. And later on, one of my favorite parts in this book is when the high general, 5-star Ursarkar Creed is desperate, and he traps this smuggler, the boss of the smugglers, the head of the operation of the mafia in Cadia. He invites him to, because he needs his help. He needs like his counterfeit operation to stop, and he needs the contraband, any las guns, any weapons, any ammunition ration packs he has on the black market. The general needs it for his war. So he makes a deal, everything's fine, and then when it's all over, the general asks him, Ursarkar Creed asks him, do you have any suggestions? How should I run this war? I need some help here. Help a friend out. And then the mafia boss, El Capone, comes here. Come closer. Come closer. Close. I'll tell you. And gives him a really big slap in the face, and Ursarkar Creed goes, whoa! A big man, and he gets moved by whoa! And of course the security is gonna shoot him dead on spot, but the Creed says, oh, wait. And then the guy tells him, that hurt. Yeah, well, that was just a slap with all 5 of my fingers. And imagine if I gave you a slap only with 1 finger. What will happen? Well, nothing. It'll just maybe break your finger. Indeed. If you slap with 1 finger, you will do nothing. If you slap with 5 fingers, maybe you will hurt his pride. But if you fight with your 5 fingers together, strong, united, and with a fist block of fingers, you hit him, now you can do real damage. So the Creed then thinks, oh, indeed. So what he does is he tries to unite the many branches that are in the defense of Cadia. So Space Marines, Sisters of Battle, the Navy, generals all around, and so he needs them all united and strong. So he now has the understanding of, okay, I have to harness those powers if I want to hurt my enemy. And he does, and all of the powers, all the might the Emperor has to offer was there to help Creed on the defense of Cadia. So very epic book, many viewpoints, from soldiers to pilots to generals, many viewpoints to enemies. You have also the viewpoint of the chaos part, how were they making things, Abaddon the Despoiler speaking to his generals and making things on his own. And yeah, I mean, really nice book, give it 10 out of 10. So, ahora, en español, rápidamente, este libro, Fall of Cadia, lo leí en inglés, muy bueno, muy gordito la verdad, o sea, sí estás bastante lleno con el libro, bastante feliz, no es como otros libros cortitos, no, solo es una historia corta, no, aquí sí son 650 páginas de sabrosura. Y bueno, aquí en este libro, sin muchos spoilers, pero spoiler alert, vamos a ver la defensa de Cadia. Cadia cae, pero Cadia está de pie. Cadia stands. Eso es lo más importante de este libro. Cadia stands. Y pues Creed defiende Cadia como puede, ¿no? Y todos hacen un gran esfuerzo y sacrificio para que Abaddon sea retrasado en varios sentidos. Se ha retrasado tanto en tiempo como se ha retrasado en sus tácticas. Eso es todo lo que pueden hacer, entorpecerle, ¿no? Pero que lo va a destruir, Cadia va a destruir. Y al final lo logra destruir con una fortaleza móvil espacial entera. ¡Ey! Me asustó. Eh, la lanza sobre el planeta a modo de meteorito y así es como consigue destruir. Y una de mis partes favoritas del libro es del punto de vista de una soldada, de una teniente, así, un grado así medio, ¿no? Y creo que es mayor. Mayor, que bueno, es bastante alto. Pues bueno, está ahí con su coronel, ¿no? Y el coronel está un poco enojado porque siempre le dan como órdenes de misiones en la retaguardia, ¿no? Y eso le aburre. Dice, no, 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 yo quiero ir al frente, tal. Todos los soldados quieren ir al frente. Se quieren probar a ellos mismos, entonces va. Y Creed le dice en secreto unas cosas de la misión. Y el general sale todo pálido, ¿no? Ostras. Y es que le dio una misión de vital importancia que aún no sabemos qué es, hasta el final del libro, que ahorita lo digo. Spoiler. Tiene que defender el Delvian Creed. Es como tiene que defender el paso en la montaña Delvian a toda costa. Y son 3000 hombres más personal. El regimiento 24 creo que es. De la Guardia Interior de Cadia. Y la verdad que, o sea, épico. Cómo defienden ahí. Buah. El coronel muere enseguida, así que la mayor, que es la protagonista de este. De ese es su punto de vista, pues. La mayor hace un esfuerzo épico para defender eso. Y es súper importante porque al final eso salvó a cada uno de los cadianos que vivían en Cadia. Porque cuando Abaddon lanza su pedazo de fortaleza negra sobre Cadia, ¡pa!, la parte en dos. Allí es donde era la zona de evacuación. Lo que defendió la mayor, que fue ascendida a coronel y bueno, super pro, ¿no? Defendió esa zona para que luego el resto de Cadia pueda evacuar en caso de que Abaddon hiciera un movimiento así guango, ¿no? Entonces sí, gracias a eso un montón de personas en Cadia sobreviven. El planeta vive, Cadia stands. Y eso es gracias a ella, 100%. Entonces, bueno, Creed pues también tuvo parte, ¿no? Fue la idea de defender ahí, ¿no? Pero Creed también tuvo la idea y estuvo organizando la evacuación. Y eso pues fue muy inteligente de su parte. Aunque hizo errores y se le muestra muy humano haciendo errores, por ejemplo, en el día 1 de la batalla contra las fuerzas del caos que estaban ya ahí en el espacio y estaban viniendo con sus naves espaciales aquí a atacar el planeta. El Creed al final está ahí, oh fuck, hay que defender. Y le ordena a todos sus escuadrones aéreos a defender el aire, que todo el mundo se vaya arriba y a defender, ¿no? Y a ser posible que ataquen las zonas de desembarco del enemigo. Y su alto mariscal, el almirante de la flota, le dijo, no, no hagas eso, vas a perder un montón de aviones, no vas a tener la superioridad aérea a futuro y te va a doler un montón perder la superioridad aérea. Y entonces aún así el Creed no escuchó, no, 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 yo me la sangro, yo soy el pro aquí. Pero no, luego pues cometió un error, ¿no? Y pues luego lo admite, ¿no? Cometió un error. No escuché al que estaba al mando del aire, a mi comandante de las fuerzas aéreas, no lo escuché y lancé todo al cielo y pasó eso, pues hubo una gran batalla y perdió un montón de cazas, bombarderos y demás aviones de combate y perdió la superioridad aérea, que fue, pues eso es, en una guerra está muy mal, ¿no? Pues que el aire sea del enemigo, que todo el enemigo puede estar en cualquier parte del aire, es muy peligroso. Entonces, bueno, aún así tenemos el punto de vista de una pilota. La pilota tiene el rol de tomar fotos y se le ve ahí en una parte importante del libro, es ella que consigue unas fotos para saber qué estaba haciendo Abaddon, y Abaddon al principio lo que quería hacer era destruir los pilones. Bueno, desde el minuto uno quiere destruir los pilones. Los pilones son tecnología que puede cerrar el ojo del terror, ¿no? Entonces, bueno, esos pilones los intenta destruir y la pilota le saca fotos. Oh, trajeron equipación de demolición de pilones, están demoliendo pilones, ¿no? Y eso pues es ayuda táctica para descubrir el objetivo real del enemigo, ¿no? Porque bueno, si tienes naves espaciales puedes destruir el planeta desde el cielo, ¿no? Y sí, en principio lo intentó, disparó el arma de la fortaleza móvil, que más tarde envió la fortaleza móvil como arma, disparándose a sí mismo. Pero al principio disparó desde la fortaleza, pero los escudos de las ciudades pues aguantaron. Eh, para impresión de todos, porque supuestamente no iban a aguantar. Y ya estaba corroborado, ahí el técnico no va a aguantar, esto se va a petar en 3 segundos. No, es que no funciona. Y, pero aquí también algo muy interesante en el libro es que viene un necrón que se llama Tracing. Tracing es una persona. Es un necrontir no es una persona, es un necrontir, es una persona, es un ser hecho de metal y tiene existencia desde que existe la existencia. El Tracing, y este ayuda a los ingenieros que están ahí haciendo las defensas a completarlas, mantener los pilones ahí activos para defender ahí ante el bombardeo del enemigo. Entonces hay una cierta influencia de los aliens ahí para defender a la humanidad, ya que Tracing pues le gustaba mucho la colección de Cadia, ¿no? Entonces no quería que se fuera todo a la basura ahí en un segundo de un ataque aéreo. Entonces, bueno, gracias a esos escudos, luego Abaddon procedió a la invasión. Hay una defensa épica ahí, cada metro el enemigo muere a las decenas, y marines incluidos, un montón de marines del caos mueren como si fuesen bebés. Luego ves el punto de vista de las altas sororitas, Space Marines, Guardia Imperial de todos los rangos. Muy épico, la verdad. Tiene muchos puntos de vista esta batalla, desde canonesas, que luego se vuelven las guardaespaldas de Santa Celestín, hasta el punto de vista del enemigo, ahí los generales enemigos, todos ahí endemoniados, matar. Y el Abaddon ahí dando órdenes tal, y engendros del caos ahí viendo desde las sombras. Tienes el punto de vista de muchos personajes y personas del mundo de Warhammer 40.000. Así que le doy a este book review un 10 de 10. Este libro buenísimo, lo pueden leer en español, léanlo, se lo pueden leer en inglés, léanlo. Muy buena leída, 650 páginas de puro placer. Lo he pasado muy bien, la verdad, todo tipo, ¿no? De momentos, la verdad, épico. Así que bueno, terminamos aquí el libro, espero que os haya gustado. Thank you for watching y estaremos haciendo más vídeos de Warhammer.